I'm a dog.
Oh,
Baby,
what?
A dog.
Oh, you be going for it.
I sniff them out. I don't have no kind of shame. I games them up.
Let's sit on the couch. Let's talk it out. Come on, join the show. I'll tell you what I know. Oh, talk about it. It's the best podcast. Let's have a blast. Welcome to season 3. I'm Archie J, and now today's about to be a really good one because you know we're sitting on the healing couch, so it's about to be good. And I'm not sitting on the healing couch with just anybody. I'm sitting on the healing couch with a legend. Okay, we're about to get into it. Now, if you would have asked 13-year-old Archie, would he be chopping it up with today's guest? He probably would have said, yeah. And so this woman is an actress, a singer, not a singer, a singer, a dancer, a voice of reason, an angel sent from the heavens, an all-around dope human being. And if you follow her on social media, transparent as fuck. Okay? Amber Riley, welcome to the show.
Hi. Hello. Which camera I'm looking at? That one?
Okay, you look whatever you want to look at, you can look. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is real.
Yeah.
This is real.
We are here.
We are here.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
I do want to say thank you so much for joining the show, believing in the vision, having a good conversation, and for showing up and using your voice because you are a way maker.
Thank you.
And a game changer. Okay.
You're a mess.
So please.
A mess.
But I want to talk about a lot of things with you because your spirit entered many homes on Glee. You won Dancing with the Stars. You won The Masked Singer and iconic musical roles like Effie White. Do you wake up every day and every morning and just play like Beyonce, I'm That Girl?
I wake up in the morning and I walk my dog and watch him poop and then pick it up. That is what I do. A regular schmegular
humbling. Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, we all gotta, do what we gotta do to get through the day.
Right.
Do you get bothered though when people glee you to death?
At one point,
that was some time ago.
At one point, yes. What do you mean glee you to death? Like
the Glee start. Like you're like, okay, I done did a lot more than that.
You know what? I think at one point it was a lot.
Yeah.
But as I got older and started to realize and listening to these stories and realize like how much that show meant to people.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And like it's the show's whole purpose was to reach out to those who felt like they didn't have a voice or didn't feel seen. So to have a show that comes out and like really helps you feel seen, it made me feel seen.
Yeah.
I wasn't booking roles like that. Like that was a tailor-made role for someone that was like me that really never got to, be on many television shows or audition for movies and things of that nature that, there weren't characters that looked like me for me.
Right, yeah.
So when I started understanding the gravity of what it is that I was actually a part of, it actually made me more appreciative of it. And I have a lot more grace for people that might go a little overboard.
I understand. Over the last, I think it was last summer or whatever, you had randomly popped up to a game night that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was fun. And so I said, Mama, I made it. But I want to ask you because after that and, kind of like following your journey and tapping in, especially on social media, I've seen you go on these dope black trips and everything. But you're so transparent. You have conversations on Instagram. What do you do when you're in a sense of loneliness? Because we heal here and we talk about stuff like that. But like, how do you move about in a space?
I've actually gotten very comfortable with myself and got very comfortable with the quiet and with my own thoughts in my head. That's something that I battled with for a long time. Like as a woman in general, we are always taught that we need to be in a relationship, that we need to be with someone or we're not worth anything. And it's so funny, before I came here, I did like a couples podcast, a podcast called Couples Therapy.
No, you did every podcast today. Yes.
A couple of days ago or a while ago, a long time ago. No.
No.
We were talking about our journeys and like finding partners. And I was like, when I was younger, it was like all these things that I would do. Like, I'm on television now, and look, grandma, I like sat on Oprah's couch, and like, look, I met the president, and like my grandmother would be like, that's nice. So are you dating anybody?
Wow,
it's like, it's still, I grew up in that time, even being religious, being told like your number one priority is finding a man husband, or a husband finding you, or whatever that madness is. So like it was a lot of shame in being alone, and it was like a damned if you do, a damned if you don't. If you didn't have a man, he was an old maid. If you were the man that didn't treat you right, you're pathetic. So it was like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Right. Where I'm gonna go from here? Like, which one I'm gonna choose? Okay.
But yes, therapy really helped me to become more comfortable with myself and okay with feeling lonely, because feelings are not facts. They're just informing you of something. And I was lonely. I was alone, but I could either be sad about it, or I could take that time to really get to know myself and love myself.
Yeah. I think, and I've said it many times here before, but I just want to reiterate because it's so important, especially like in the Black community, like therapy and emphasizing that. But this podcast was actually birthed because I was in an intense therapy moment before I moved here, living in Bloomington, Illinois. And my therapist was a Black woman, which is what I prefer. And
most people do.
Most people do.
No lie.
And so I had moved here and I was like, hold on, I need to find a new therapist. This podcast is about to be like therapy on a budget. And so I think that's so poignant. But what is the key to eliminating more stress in our lives?
Oh man, I think finding and paying attention to what makes you happy, and the things that, like the little moments that you can take for yourself to de-stress. And I think giving yourself grace. We put so much pressure on ourselves with our goals and our intentions and our expectations. And I can only say what really worked for me. I have my whole bag of tricks. Like when I go in my, down a depressive spiral, or like I get really overwhelmed, or I'm stressed, or I take on too much. Like I have my things, you know what I'm saying, that I know help me to de-stress, whether that's sleep, whether that's I'm going to do a staycation and I'm going to go stay at a hotel and act like I don't have any responsibilities at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a tub of ice cream and watching Madea movies, okay? Madea movies, okay? Let me tell you something. My friends know that I am really going through a depression when they come over and I'm watching Madea plays.
For real? You watch the plays, not the movies.
They make me so happy.
The plays?
They make me, and it's some good singing.
My grandma got every play, the DVD.
So I had it on VHS.
Oh, wow.
When they first came out, the bootleg. Sorry, Tyler. Love you.
Okay.
I had the bootleg.
Okay, we got to get what we could get at that time. You know how it is. Okay, I feel that. What's your favorite thing, though, about, and we were just talking about, us being here and sharing space, but what's your favorite thing about being around like-minded Black people?
Oh, man. I think it's the feeling of community and not feeling so isolated or lonely in your experiences. Like, Black isn't a monolith, but at the same time it is. Like, there's so many similar things. So like, wild. It doesn't matter where you're from, what city you come from. There's so many things that we have in common. There are these unspoken things that we just know we're going to connect with. And that kind of connection is like, it's lit because everybody want to be us. Like, everybody want to be Black, but don't nobody want to be Black, but everybody want to be Black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we get to be Black. So that's lit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so real because every time, like I've developed friends from everywhere. And you've been all over the world. But even when I was in London and then here, and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm like, oh, y'all mama did that too?
I lived in London and I was like, wow, like this is really like universal.
Yeah. So shout out to that. Shout out to Black. How do you receive and then move forward after? I'm asking you this because I went through something like this, but how do you receive and move forward after a close relationship has come to an end? And so I actually just went through this with a friend. How do you move forward in that space?
I think you just give yourself time. Like, there's no set way to heal. I think you acknowledge the pain and you acknowledge the void and you grieve it. And there's no way around it. You really have to work through it and let yourself be sad and disappointed, frustrated, whatever those feelings are. I'm a huge advocate for acknowledging your feelings and your emotions, because when you don't, they're gonna get your attention. They're just gonna scream louder and louder and louder and louder
Until they say hello.
Until they shut you down.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make you sit there and it's gonna look you in the face.
Yeah.
As opposed to it slapping you, let it pet you. Okay? Let it just pet you on the
on the shoulder too.
Let it tap you.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna slap the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like those are your
It
options.
will beat your ass.
So work through it.
Yeah. What is your house like?
What's my house like?
Yeah, like what is your house like? What is Amber Riley's house like? Like what is your house like?
Literally, no one's ever asked me that ever in life.
Look at that.
What's your house like?
What is your house like?
You know, my house is I call my house Riley Land.
Riley Land.
Yeah, I cook a lot. Like I take really great pride in my kitchen. I just remodeled my kitchen. And I love to cook. I really do. I love to entertain. My house looks like a little castle, actually. It really does.
Like brick? Like stone?
How do I explain this? like an old school castle that was like in the Netherlands, like Hansel and Gretel.
Oh,
like my house
fun.
It looks like it's so me and so my personality. When I was looking for houses, when I was looking to buy years ago, everything just felt so cookie cutter. And this was the last house on the list that we were going to go see. And I almost didn't see it because the picture, I was like, this looks wild. Like this house looks crazy.
Like an old white lady live here. I'm good.
It literally looked like a witch.
Yeah.
And surprisingly,
you played a witch.
I did. Surprisingly, it was right around the corner from my house where I was living at.
Okay.
And so literally walked over there and went inside the house, fell in love. Like fell in love with the inside of the house. Like, and that's so me, right? Like for me, like it really is the inside that counts.
Right.
And it just had so many quirky things about it. And I love my home.
Character.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Oh, I like making tacos.
Tacos?
I do. I love making tacos. I'm from LA.
Yes. But your tacos must be off the chain if that's your favorite thing to make.
Oh, I love making tacos and I love making macaroni and cheese. I make a Cajun macaroni and
I
cheese.
ain't never had that.
Fire.
Wow. So you're domestic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Are you not?
No, I am.
You look like
No, I love to cook. I love to clean, everything be neat. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, why y'all be playing in my face? Why am I still single on year 5?
Yeah, y'all are playing.
Y'all are playing.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts though on how social media has changed the way the world operates?
Oh man, I have so many thoughts about social media. I appreciate social media because from an activist standpoint, when everything started happening with the Black Lives Matter movement, they couldn't lie to us no more.
Yeah.
The minutes were literally being recorded in our faces from the people that were there.
Yeah.
We no longer have to rely on the news to understand what's going on. So social media has literally been revolutionary in that aspect. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate the access that I have with the people that follow my work. You know, I don't have to fight with the label as an independent artist to get my music to people. I can just give my music to people. The thing that's hard about it is it has kind of created an entitlement to all of you. And it's important for me to have boundaries, and like social media and reality show TV has made that very hard, specifically for actors and artists who don't necessarily sign up. Like we sign up to be public figures, but that doesn't mean you sign up for your private life to completely be on display.
For sure.
And I think like between social media and reality show TV, there's like an entitlement there. Like even Beyonce, who was the queen of mystique, has to be a little bit more open about her and transparent about her life.
Of who we are and what we live in.
Because we expect that. Like she can't even maneuver the way that she did before.
Nope.
You know, and she's the queen. You know what I mean? So like it's a two-edged sword.
Yeah. It's changed. Wow. What has been the most difficult part for you to perform live in front of an audience?
I feel like I've always been very confident in my gift, but I always was not confident in the way that I looked. And it took a long time for me to just accept who I am as I am and that other people will accept it. It's like I kind of accepted it with myself. Like, this is what I look like. Like, there's no, I can't change that. I mean, I can. I mean, literally, surgery.
The people can.
Surgery
people
has.
Do.
I've seen some before and afters that blew my mind. Okay,
Same.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that. Number one, I'm scared of needles and all that. I don't want
to be cut up.
I'm so scared of that. But I think that was the hardest thing for me, was to put myself on display, because when I'm on stage is when I'm probably my most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this, but I want to talk about it now since you brought that up, because I saw on your Instagram story you were talking about, taking a selfie of yourself with no filter.
Yes.
Until you love what you see. Of course, I want you to tell the people more about this, but I will say I felt attacked when you said that. I said, you know what, Archie, you gotta stop editing a little bit. Yes, I said video form, so y'all know what I look like.
I'm screaming.
But I said, okay, Archie, you gotta stop, because Amber's a voice in it. So tell the people more about this. How did you get there?
Honestly, I think when I started feeling like I didn't recognize myself, or I didn't like what I saw without a filter, like I needed a filter, is when I was like, all right, okay, girl, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
Because people know what you look like. You know what you look like. I don't want people to get used to seeing a version of me that's not real. And that doesn't mean that you can't edit, or I don't think that means you can't edit or anything like that. That was personally just for me, like, just you post the video and show your face. Like, I don't want to have a complex about the way that I look when I've had that for such a long time and I've come such a long way.
Yep. It's hard.
I've come a very long, long way to accept this.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
How do you flirt?
How do I flirt?
Yeah, how do you flirt? What's your flirting style? Give me some tips.
I'm a dog.
Oh,
baby,
what?
A dog.
Oh, you be going for it.
I sniff them out. I don't have no kind of shame. I games them up. Okay?
And they know what's up.
I'm very bold.
I'm bold, but not that. I struggle with that one.
I'm bold.
They be like, "Aren't you go over there?" I'm like, "No, I'm good."
I have to though.
They be like, "Go get that such and such." All right.
I have to. Like, I'm in a relationship now. Like, I have a boyfriend, but even him, I was just like, "Hey, I heard you was." My cousin said that she was staring at me the whole time I've been here.
Okay, you was the first person to make the.
Yeah, he was like, wow. And so, like, you wasn't gonna say nothing to me,
right? Like, why would you miss out on this opportunity to win? Okay. Wow. And so today we were talking about, just visual and self-love and stuff. What do you see when you like reflect on yourself?
Like physically, or like what do I think when I reflect?
Both. Yeah.
Sometimes I see beauty. Sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes I see all the imperfections and the things that people have pointed out about me and have stuck with me for years.
I feel you.
It takes a lot of unlearning, deconstructing, the ideas of what beauty is. A lot of asking why people say that. Well, why? Why is my hair not nice? What does that mean? Compared to who? Whose hair should I look like as a human race? What is our hair supposed to look like?
Yeah. Give
me one example of what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
How dark or light am I supposed to be? How much smaller is my nose supposed to be? Like, give me the perfect person of who I'm supposed to look like, and everybody's opinion is going to be different. Even if the most beautiful, they're going to find something to point out about that person that can change. Wow. So why am I comparing myself? It's a lot of asking why.
There's a lot of whys.
A lot of asking why. Like, why do I feel that way? Why do I feel like I need to have a six-pack? Why? Who told me that?
I struggle with that.
Yeah.
And Instagram told me.
Yeah. Instagram tells you. TV tells you. Like, it doesn't matter how many pictures. I struggle with that too. I look at my stomach has been my Achilles heel my whole entire life. Like, even when I was skinny, I had a gut. Okay.
Okay.
I've always had issues with my stomach. To this day, I make a post on Instagram and I'm just like, I want to Photoshop that lump so bad.
That's that one piece. That one piece. Let's take it out.
I just want to Photoshop that so bad. No, put the Facetune down, Amber, and post a picture. And like, hundreds of people telling you fine. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. It's so wild to me that we don't see ourselves how necessarily the world do.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, oh, you fine. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Where's it at in this picture?
Right.
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Wow. What was your aha moment when you realized that you are a force?
I think I'm still figuring it out. My publicist, he is very adamant about being like, you are Amber motherfucking right. Like, he says it all the time.
Cleared.
And I think that I'm finally getting to a point to where I can be like, you really paid your dues in some aspects. You have a long way to go. Mm-hmm. But the things that you have done in your career, you should be very, very proud of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with you knowing who the fuck you are. So I'm finally getting to that point where I'm just like, yeah, I did that.
You did that! Okay. You spoke, though, on TikTok this year about being nervous on carpets a lot.
Yeah.
I do want to fast forward past this question and say, you look fire as fuck. Okay? Because that black killed it. But stemming from, like, you said, like, outward criticism, which we've been talking about, but what has been your earliest memory of starting that internal work? Like, what was that? Because we've been talking about it, but what was that first memory? You're like, yeah, we about to swift this up.
Man, I feel like this version of me is very new. I feel like this has been 5 years of therapy and realizing like, wow, a big part of my depression came from low self-esteem. It came from, not really loving myself or seeing myself. And I really had to face that.
Yeah.
So I would say like the past 5 years, I think in therapy, I had that aha moment like, oh, wow, I have really bad negative self-talk in my head. I may not say it out loud.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time, because I went through cognitive behavioral therapy, right? So I started really paying attention to my thoughts. And before then, I went through a really deep depression, agoraphobia. I didn't leave my house for 3 months. Like, it was really bad. Like, this was in 2019. I had my first performance after that in summer of...
I want to know what agoraphobia is, but please finish.
Agoraphobia is the fear of leaving your house.
Oh, okay.
So I was in my house for 3 months because I had a panic attack in public and I refused. I thought every time I left the house that was going to happen. And I refused to leave my house. Okay. And I had the panic attack because I was going through depression and I didn't know I was going through a depression. My body shut me down.
Wow.
Like, it was a whole thing. 2019 was a trip.
2019, before the year of 2020.
Before the year of 2019 was horrible for me.
Okay.
2020 came and I was like, oh wait, I get to stay home?
That's not funny.
Excuse me, I get to stay home?
Yeah.
Like, I was okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I was going through therapy and stuff and coming out of a depression and learning, going through cognitive therapy, learning how to capture my thoughts, ask those questions, why am I thinking this way? And I remember the first performance I had, it was at the end of 2020. And I remember I was about to go out on stage to sing. And all those thoughts, that subconscious, all those negative self-thoughts that I always had that I never brought to the forefront, I started bringing to the forefront. And I had all these thoughts, all they're going to be doing is looking at, how big you are. You're just the big black girl that sings loud. You're not really that great. You're never going to. I started thinking of all those things. And I literally said out loud, no, stop. None of that is true. None of that is true. I don't know what anybody out there is thinking. What I do know is that when I get behind this mic, all eyes are going to be on me because that is one thing that is proven time and time again. I've never gotten on a stage and didn't rip.
Okay.
Like, never.
Yeah.
And I promise you, capturing those thoughts and battle and fight, not even fighting them, but looking at them, facing them, and saying what was true, that was probably the best performance that I had. From that moment, all of my performances when I got on stage have elevated.
Wow. Because
I didn't have those thoughts in my subconscious that was holding me back.
Yeah.
I remember that night that I performed, some of those things going viral. Some moments from that actual show going viral the next day on Instagram.
Yeah, because you were
and
owning
on YouTube.
All of you.
because I was able to give myself completely with no fear.
Not you coming here preaching. Okay, who was the first person that you had called to verbalize that moment to?
I remember saying it to my therapist. I was like, oh my God, cognitive behavioral therapy works.
Yeah.
Like, I remember saying it. But my best friend, I called my best friend and was like, oh my God. Because he even said in the room, like, it was just something different tonight. Like, you came out like a beast.
What city were you in?
Here. It was when Sayers Club was still open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a time.
Yeah.
What a time. What is your superpower?
I think my superpower is getting people to open up.
Yeah.
I think that's a superpower that I have.
Mm-hmm. You recently made a video about your salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, price of eggs is expensive.
So expensive.
Why?
I don't know. The salads almost. I took those eggs out of my cart 3 times before I bought them.
Not Amber the Riley.
Out of
contemplate the eggs.
Out of protest. I was like, y'all know y'all lying.
Yeah.
I grew up on a farm. Okay.
Where?
In Compton.
A farm? That's what I said. You from here?
Richland Farm.
A farm?
In Compton, California.
Okay.
Eggs should not be this expensive.
Yeah. Huh. They're not even free range. They just eggs.
Attitude.
Wow.
That just made me so mad.
I'm sorry that made you really mad. I'm so sorry.
$12 for some goddamn eggs.
Sorry. And they was in the bag. So you said that music is always going to be a major part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to currently remove from your life?
Currently removed from my life? Bills.
Please take them away. Because why? Why are we paying it? I don't want it. I can't deal with it. I'm about to break my soul.
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what I want to remove from my life. I don't
Bills. Know. Okay. What does life look like for you in 5 years if you were to, proclaim it yourself?
Oh my gosh. Okay. In 5 years, I've already won my first Grammy. Period. Maybe I've won 2. I've won 2 Grammys. In 5 years, I want to have a baby.
Oh, a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to be a mom. And I really, really, really have a goal to buy a house on an island somewhere in the Caribbean, probably Barbados, because I love it. I loved it so much.
Really? I've never been.
Please go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had so much fun.
Did you put the thing in, like Rihanna? What did you put the mango? Was it in the water?
No.
You didn't?
No, I didn't do it.
It's like salt water or something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, salt water.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that salt water got me. Mm-hmm. It cleaned my sinuses right on out.
Right on out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yes,
okay,
I love games.
So you're going to reach next to you, okay? And so this is called What Movie Is It? You're going to grab those and you don't want to show me.
Okay.
And I don't want to show you. So basically this is called What Movie Is It? Okay. We'll each hold up a card with a movie on it and the opposite person has to sing a song so the person can guess the title. Now, I ain't seen this cards either. Darnell didn't make this.
Okay.
Okay? So you would hold up a card to me and... Oh, wait, no. No, wait. Stop. Okay. You gonna hold up a card to me.
And, okay, so I'm not supposed to see him. Well, okay, well, let me shuffle.
Yeah, shuffle them on up.
I'm gonna shuffle them. Okay, because I definitely looked at... Okay, so I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
All right. Okay. So, you hold up a card first and I'll go.
Okay.
Ha! 525,000.
Rent!
Yes! I did rent in like high school. I was on the sound team. That's before I was bold enough to jump in front of the stage. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Hey, we all start somewhere.
Okay.
Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
Impossible. Randy and Cinderella.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding. Okay. What's next?
Okay.
Oh. Now why? You want all my love and my devotion.
Dream
you
girl.
Want my yes.
I just want you to keep singing.
So
I got it after you. I already knew what it was.
my gosh, my jaws hurt. I'm smiling so hard. Okay, we gonna move it to here.
In the shallow, in the shadow, we're far from the shallow now.
That's Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Yep, Stars Born.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stars Born. So where we at in the shallows?
He don't know it. I don't know it.
Ooh, what city was they in? Can I describe it?
You have to sing a song from it.
It's we out here. It was like kind of rappish. Yeah. Yep. Yup. Did she sing in this song? I don't know it. I don't have it.
Give me a hint.
Beyonce with the tarot card reader.
Carmen?
Yes. I'm sorry. Can you sing one? I don't know. I'm so sorry. You know a song from this movie?
I know. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. If you would have sang one, I would have known.
Yeah, but we ain't. You know one? Darnell, you don't know? Okay.
Wait, it's when they was rapping.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like.
And Mekhi Phifer.
Yes.
Oh, now I gotta listen to the soundtrack when I get home. Sorry, Robert Townsend.
Sorry,
Beyonce. They calling up Bush.
Oh hell.
Oh no, when I was a little girl, I had a rag doll. The only doll I've ever done. But I love you.
Yeah, it's what love got to do with it.
Yes.
I was really enjoying myself. That's what it was.
A mess.
Okay, last one. Dun 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 dun. Oh, dun dun. Okay, nope, not that one.
Oh no, wait, I know. But you still love me.
Yes.
Fighting Temptation.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Last one.
Hello, farewell, Avidas I do.
College road trip.
To you and you.
With Raven Simone and Martin Lawrence. No, Donnie Osmond. What?
The heroes are alive with the sound of
music. The sound of music. That's the sound of music. That's the sound of music.
Y'all.
Thank you so much for playing the game.
Archie, you the best, man.
Oh, well, shit. Thank you.
I'm mad that we can't think of.
I know.
I used to know
We gotta figure out. Hold on, before we wrap this up, because I
used to know that.
We need to know what a Carmen song. Does anybody know a Carmen song? Is it on
I used
streaming?
to know that whole entire movie.
Carmen. I did too, and it was kind of creepy to me. Have you ever done tarot? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I've done it before.
I've done it too. What you think?
It's entertaining.
Do you?
I feel like whatever it is that you manifest and put your focus on, that's what's gonna happen.
How do you react to it being a faith-based, person raised in church? Because that was one of my crutches.
That's a whole other conversation. My views and thoughts on religion have changed drastically as I've gotten older, as I feel like a lot of millennials have.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, dang it. Oh, and now we got a commercial. I was really trying to get Carmen some play before we wrap this up.
Because there's one
because
one
if looks could kill you, be dead. That's one of them. That's one of the names. You don't know that one?
No, but now.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Well, Shout out to Beyonce.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm about to go down the Carmen.
Yes, rabbit hole.
Rabbit
in the car.
hole.
Okay, well, Amber Riley.
I'm about to go down this.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I cannot wait for the Grammys, and I hope I am the first person that gets to interview you on the carpet. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hey friends, thanks so much for tapping into this episode. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow for more right here on YouTube and wherever you stream your podcast. Oh, and visit archiej.com and follow me on social media at ArchieJ okay? And don't miss our weekly conversations right here on the Archie Podcast. Get into it.